Yeah, yeah, yeah. TG and Mecah, they running the show. Talking Buckeye football, letting them know. OH, Buckeye ladies ring the victory bell. OH, now go ahead and give them hell. Smart, bold, and ready, they know their ball. Scarlet and gray pride, they've got it all. OH, Buckeye ladies ring the victory bell. OH, now go ahead and give them hell.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the OHL podcast, Buckeye Ladies Show. This will be the very last show of the Buckeye Ladies. I'm TG. This Mecah. Mecah, how you doing?
Good. How is everyone tonight?
Yeah, guys. So, for those of you who don't know, this will be the last show of the Buckeye Ladies. Now, why? Because we got some big news, myself and Mecah. As if you haven't heard from Eric, you'll hear from us here and now. We will be having our own podcast. Mecah will be taking our Illuminati show from the Patreon here to YouTube, and I will be having my new podcast called the Spectrum Podcast. We'll be here as branches of the OHL podcast umbrella. So these will be branches of the OHL podcast, branches shows. So trust us, guys. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. And let's be real, you guys are going to enjoy loving those shows. I can tell you this about the Spectrum show, and I know Eric wanted to know the details. I'm just telling him this straight up. The Spectrum podcast is basically going to be like what we do on the Buckeye Ladies and stuff. Obviously, we're going to cover a wide variety of things. I am, at least.
Yep. And with the Illuminati, we're gonna cover recruiting and Ohio State football fan theories and all kinds of craziness. It's gonna be a good time. I dropped my first episode today, so go over check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, you guys go check it out. It has been an awesome show. I've already subscribed to it. If you guys haven't subscribed to the Illuminati podcast, I help that channel already get to where we need to be. And when the Spectrum podcast comes, you better subscribe because you're not gonna want to miss out on what I'm gonna have there. Yes, I'm gonna be covering Buckeye football, Buckeye basketball, and I'll be covering our Buckeyes across the sports of the NFL and the NBA. I know for a fact that that's what I do in the NFL rundown. But I'm going to end up transitioning the NFL rundown into the NFL rundown reaction podcast, where it's going to be me reacting and running down the games that I'm watching in the NFL, especially featuring our Buckeye players. So I will be doing that. Yep.
And guys, you'll still see us over on the Ohio podcast. I'm still chipping in, helping on the recruiting database and everything. We're still part of the team. We're still chipping in there, and you'll see us on roundtables and stuff. We'll be everywhere. So
guys, you will still see us every single day. You guys will see us on roundtables. You guys absolutely will see us on Patreon still. We will still be here a part of the OHR podcast, but we will be pretty much going on our own shows. Again, and Eric has it right here. Thank you, Andre, for the compliment. And Eric has it right here. The link to the Illuminati podcast right here. Trust me, you guys are going to want to go there to subscribe and watch the channel. You guys are going to love every bit of it. The first video was fire. I'm telling you guys to go watch it. And when we
appreciate that.
Yep, and when Eric helps me make the Spectrum podcast, I will upload my first video on there as well. And you guys will love every bit of what we talk about on there. And trust me, I will be doing live shows for the most part myself. And on roundtables. Obviously, I will be a host. So.
And we'll do crossovers. She'll be welcome on my show, and I'm sure I can pick her brain on hers. I'm not done annoying you yet.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to see the Buckeye Ladies again. It's just that we're going to be guesting on each other's shows, if anything. And, Vader, I know for a fact you can consider both a Buckeye Vader production because Vader, you're gonna help me produce this Spectrum show. I'm telling you, you're gonna help me. Just like you already do for Mecah and like you already have done for the Buckeye Lounge and the Buckeye Ladies, he will be the producer of these shows.
He's the man with the answers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all count on Vader. He's awesome, guys. If you
Yep.
don't read his blogs yet, you should.
You
Like,
really should. It's fire. And Mecah, Sean said he subscribed to your Illuminati channel.
thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep. So yeah, guys, when you guys get the opportunity, subscribe to the Illuminati show and subscribe to the Spectrum show when that channel gets made.
And
I
when
promise.
and when I get big enough, I'm gonna be inviting fans on to share in the Illuminati-ness. So that's gonna be my thing. I want it to be as fan friendly as possible. So
Yes, and I do know for those of you who will be asking about the Buckeye Lounge, what does this mean? The Buckeye Lounge will still be around. It's just that now it'll get moved to Patreon.
that's awesome.
Yep. It'll be myself and Sean will continue to do interviews with players. It'll just now be on Patreon. But also, we've talked about it. Oh, you got 25 subscribers already, Mecah.
Sweet. Thank you, guys. It means so much.
Yep. But the Buckeye Lounge will also be where Sean, because we told you guys that Sean will be having players on to review their games of the past and to talk about their, the games that they played in the past. That's exactly what the Buckeye Lounge will also be as well. So
That's going to be epic. I'm
yep.
so excited for that. What other show does that? That was such a great idea, Sean.
It is a great idea, and that's why we're going to be moving the Buckeye Lounge to the to Patreon, so you guys can check it out. On top of that, too, you guys already know about the Nut House, as Eric had described to you, as well as Chris. But the segment, but let me tell you this too about the after show podcast. After the show, we tend to call it the Asylum segment, the post show. That's you know why we call it that? Because as Eric had said, you guys will be able to come on after the show to rip and discuss whatever topic, basically the topics that we covered on the show or the topics we didn't cover on the show. And you'll be allowed to pretty much just go freely. There will be no family-friendly rating. Everybody's allowed to go just ham and just say how they feel, which is why we call it the Asylum segment. It's going to be the funnest.
Yeah, wait to get on that. That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, it really is going to be fun. Look, that was an idea both myself and Sean had for the longest. We've been looking to try to implement it, but we waited. We were going to try to do it on the Buckeye Lounge, but we never really had the time. So we were like, maybe we could do that on Patreon, and that's going to happen on Patreon. So trust me, you guys are going to love it.
It's probably safer on Patreon anyway.
Oh, no, it is. It's safer on Patreon. It really is. That's why me and Sean basically much cosplay saying, if we're going to do the Asylum segment, we're doing that on Patreon because otherwise people will, we don't want to get the channel demonetized on YouTube. So trust me, you guys are going to want to go to Patreon, sign up for free, or get the $5, $20 membership, and you guys will enjoy every bit of it. Because like I said, the Nut House will be fun. It's going to be absolutely fun. You guys will have a chance to be a part of it. And same with the Asylum segments, with the post-podcast after shows. So
can't wait to be on there. I can't
wait
my crazy out.
Yep. Jim, thank you for subscribing to Illuminati, because I know that's what it means. Same with Tyler. He subscribed to you as well, Mecah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Same with Jennifer.
Love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yep.
Appreciate it so much.
Lisa said that it's going to sound wild based on what we just talked about. Yeah, it's going to be wild. That's the point. And it makes you guys feel included and part of the podcast more than anything. So you guys are going to be absolutely having fun. Yeah. RDCB, he subscribed.
Thank you, RDCB. Wouldn't be a show without you, buddy.
Like I said, when the Spectrum podcasts come out, y'all better be subscribing and making sure everybody subscribe over there too. Y'all gonna not want to miss it.
Oh, well, family, we're all gonna subscribe to each other.
Of course. And Eric, the Nut House is gonna be fun, and so is the Asylum segment, which is the post-podcast after shows. Like the after the OHL podcast roundtables are done, you guys are gonna be able to go over there and have all the funnest time of your life. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
My mom always said I belonged in a Nut House. She was right.
Yeah. Thanks, Eric. So, yeah, no. So, guys, what we're going to talk about is basically a wide variety of things. Starting off, obviously, with the transfer portal. We're going to talk about, obviously, some recruiting news. We're also going to talk about some news regarding the SEC because it's kind of funny how fast the tree falls, ain't it?
Yep, I'm loving it. There is full on meltdown going on in SEC territory. I love it, man.
Oh, I love it too. I
It's so
promise.
good.
Oh, I promise you. Oh, bro, when you see I'm telling you, I'm finna tell you guys the record of the postseason. I promise you, their record of postseason, you are gonna be laughing your ass off.
I wonder. I'm with Podfather. Like this better mean that we don't hear no more from uh Feinbaum. He better be leaving the country because that's what he said.
He ain't. That was an empty threat. He never was. He's just a lying. Just man, you can't take none of that
I
man
know, but like seriously, you can't say it if you're not gonna keep your word, dude.
Yeah, just shut up and don't talk because you know you're not gonna keep what you say. He basically just said that just to say it. It is
And
kind of
I
funny.
mean, oh my gosh, like I cannot believe. Like hats off to Ole Miss for making it as far as they did with their lack of coaching staff, but still, like the amount of gas that gets pumped up SEC teams and stuff, and their lack of production is just delicious. I love it.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Oh, but think about it. What's worse for them too is Indiana is in the national title game.
Yeah, and Miami and
Well, at least Miami used to be like a powerhouse. You were talking about the losingest program in college football history, and part of a conference that the SEC has downplayed for years. Now went all the way to the championship and might actually win it before any of your other SEC teams. Because before freaking Ole Miss, before any of the other teams y'all been hyping up for years, they finna be the first to win a championship above any of the teams in the SEC that haven't won a natty yet.
and not to mention so many of their players are coming over to the Big Ten and stuff. So many of their high performing players. I mean, we got the two players from Alabama and everything. Like
Yeah.
high contributing dudes too. Like, yeah, they had some injury setbacks and stuff, but they were decent contributors at Alabama. And any time you can get guys from a high level program like that, I'm all for it. I'm so high on Gene Smith and Quay Russaw. I'm coining his nickname now. I'm doing it now before someone beats me to it. I said it yesterday. His new nickname, I'm officially calling him QR Code.
Yeah, I saw that. That was actually that's a freaking hilarious nickname. I'm gonna start calling him that now. QR code. That's gonna be absolutely funny.
I think he's going to be awesome. He can be an outside linebacker, he can be an edge guy. Like, a lot of the guys we brought in from the portal are very versatile and can fill in lots of different spots. You got Earl Little out of FSU. He can be our nickel guy. And then you got a guy that I'm extremely high on, Terry Moore from Duke. He's more like a Malik Hooker type, and I love his potential, especially if he can get back to his 2024 playmaking ability. I know he had the ACL injury in their 2025 bowl game, but like if he's healthy, I think he's extremely high upside, and I love what he brings to the table, and I love how we're getting guys that excel in creating turnovers. I think that's going to be a huge emphasis next year because we're bringing in tons of guys that have the capability to be game wreckers and to go after that ball and create lots of turnovers, which is always exciting. That's something we kind of got away from in past years, I think, and it's good to see that juice come back. And these guys are veterans, so it's going to be really really nice to have veteran voices for these young guys to kind of rally around and learn how to be leaders
Yeah,
from.
we all kind of like wondered what Ohio State's game plan was, and like it's kind of like Ohio State's like never doubt us,
Yep.
never doubt us. We gonna get it done, and that's what you gotta love about Ohio State is they know how to adapt and they're adapting well, and they pretty much understand that like they built a culture based on like the like because from what we've seen from if you guys haven't seen Eric's show earlier this morning, I promise you guys are going to want to check it because he basically laid out the fact that Vader had told everybody what the game plan was, what Ohio State's going to do from here on out. Like and honestly I think you're seeing Ohio State work it out to the fullest because I think what we're going to do is we're going to see Ohio State get more proven players than get just a bunch of unproven guys because Ohio State sees this with especially with the transfer portal and how a lot of the young kids, especially the guys they had on their roster, with the ages kind of whispering into their ears and everything. It's kind of like for Ohio State, they're like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just get money specifically for certain top ranked recruits and proven portal guys. Like that's it. That's it. Like we're not gonna spend money on guys that haven't proven a dang thing. Like we're gonna spend money on production. We're still gonna have potential on the roster. Like I don't think they're gonna just take
No,
like
well,
completely throw
and
that away. Like
no,
they're gonna keep that around. They're gonna get guys that have the potential, guys they can develop, and guys they know won't leave, stay here. So guys like say someone like a Jaquan Guilford, who's a 3-star, but you know for a fact that man ain't no damn 3-star.
Jaquaden.
Jaquaden, yeah, I'm just saying, like he's one of those examples, or someone like Chris Olave back when he first came in. We all looked at him saying, "How this guy a 3-star?"
And guys, Jaquaden Guilford balled out of the All American game.
And this
If,
guy was a 3-star.
if you guys were sleeping on him, don't, because I think he's very, very underrated.
Same with
He,
Brock Boyd too. Like
he
these
has the
guys.
he has the potential to really, really push some guys on
Oh
the
yeah,
line.
same with Brock Boyd too. Like Brock Boyd, he was a 3-star. They moved him up to a 4-star. He's still at the lower. He's like a lower tier 4-star, nonetheless. But
He's
it's like when you look at him, you're like, how are these guys so underrated?
he's he can really stretch the field. I think the reason Brock Boyd was so underrated because it took him so long to put on the necessary weight. I think, and a lot of people were iffy about could he maintain his speed with the the added weight, and he showed his senior year that he can, and that's why you saw a lot of teams jump in on him late, and he's rising up the boards because he's Devin Smith with a better route tree. Like he is a field stretcher. He excels in the 9 route. Like he is your deep threat guy.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's Jim saying it. I think Ohio State's having an even part of production and potential, where it's like, look, these guys are getting the money because they've proven it on the football field. I don't care what your potential is. You got to show me on the football field that you can produce. Because that's the biggest thing Ohio State has basically said. They are not going to spend money on people that they know haven't produced yet. If you haven't played yet, they're not spending that kind of money. They're not. They're never like I don't see Ohio State deviating from that. Like I think they're gonna keep their money mostly on transportal guys and guys like who they believe could be like a JJ Smith.
And
like that's it.
like I said in the article that I helped, that me and Vader did, I think we're still going to get like Ohio kids that want to stay and develop, but we're not gonna spend money on like your mid tier recruiting class guys. We're gonna
No,
save that money and have it built and spend it on proven transfer portal players.
exactly. That's all we're gonna do. I don't expect anything. And look, I think if that could work for Ohio State, if anything, because it's like again, if you have guys who have you have an even product of of guys who have production and experience with guys who have potential, you can pretty much build that leadership. And think about it too. It's not just the fact that those guys have that you have that evenness about them, but all of them fit with fit the program's, culture. Like Ohio State's not just bringing in anybody. They're bringing in guys that fit the culture of Ohio State. That's who they're bringing in.
Yeah, I'm very high on Sam Greer, Sincere Johnson, and a few other guys in the recruiting class too. I think they can push early and add a lot of necessary um, depth to the program, especially
Mhm.
guys like Sincere Johnson. Like I am, I was so impressed by what I saw from him this year, and from everything I heard and seen, he balled out at the All American game too. And I think he's gonna be a lot like Arvell Reese, and he admires Arvell, so he's gonna
Mhm.
bring that same fire, that same intensity we saw from Arvell, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pushes for some time.
Yeah.
Pettit, not that Pettijohn on and T.J. Alford and
Or
Pearson
Eli Lee,
or Eli Lee or Pierce or any of those guys will give it up
Jared
easy,
Stover.
but you know what they say, iron
Oh
sharpens
yeah.
iron.
Here's what I think, because what's funny is not a single guy from our linebacker. Like the only place where we haven't had any transfer portal is linebacker.
Knock on wood. Someone knock on wood.
Knock
Please.
on wood that continues, but I think it's because like with Laurinaitis D rotate. Like I said, I was surprised with the D line though. Like some guys from the D line, like Luke, like Logan George, I kind of wasn't surprised because like he's been dealing with injury and he hasn't really been healthy.
Yeah.
Like some of them guys, like I could kind of understand in a sense, but I think you would have got some playing time if you showed up the following year and you actually show what you can do on the football field when you're fully healthy. Had you done that, I think you would have got playing time, especially with guys like Jarquez Carter and Eric Mensah. I'm like, what are you guys transferring for? You would have got playing time this year.
Yeah, that was
That was
odd.
the most shocking, dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like,
But there could have been stuff going on behind the scenes, so
yeah,
and
no,
who knows?
I mean, we kind of talked about it last time where it's like
Yeah,
these guys might have gotten themselves into something stupid, or like we said, the agents might have gotten in their ear and did something stupid. And when Malin Grant transferred, I wasn't mad about it because I'm like, he needs to grow up.
yeah.
He needs to grow up because it's like,
I
brother,
mean,
you had the opportunity and you choked it, and then you're out here not going to class. You're out here doing all the other stuff, acting childish, and you expect Ohio State to no, dude. That's not how this works.
yeah, uber talented young man, and I really do. I wish him the best. I'm not a huge Notre Dame fan, but I'll still root for those guys. I mean, I followed their high school careers and everything. I followed them to the Buckeyes, and I'll continue to follow what they do. I'm fans of them as players, and
And I'll follow them all the way to their pro careers.
yeah, I mean, like we're still fans of them, but like you know, we gotta focus on the guys we have, and I think we got some really good ones, especially Guilford and um Chris Henry Jr. Of course.
Oh heck yeah! Which reminds me too. Um, I want to talk about this too, because Vader pretty much brings this up right here about Seaton. Do you think we can get him?
I Vader told me what we offered, and I think it's a possibility that we get him. I I would love to have him, but even if we don't, I have faith in the guys that we have, especially guys like Ian Moore, who have really flashed when given the opportunity to contribute to that offensive line. And I think with uh, Luke Montgomery and guys like that having another year of experience under their belt and getting the offseason to work on stuff and get better and grow and build their bodies, the younger guys and stuff. I think we have enough on the roster, even if we don't get him. Don't get me wrong, I would give probably my left hand to get him, but if we didn't, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be too worried. Like I said, I think that we might see a little bit more tempo next year. I think we learned our lesson from this last season that we had, and I think we're gonna see a little bit more tempo. So even if we don't land Seton, I think that'll help cover up some flaws that
Yeah.
we may have seen a little more this season that we didn't see during the 2024 season. I think not running tempo at times really hurt us.
Yeah. Has anybody mentioned where Bryson Rogers transferred?
Bryson Rogers went to USF.
USF? Alright, just making
Yeah.
sure.
Noah
Um
Noah Rogers went to Alabama. It was just announced today. Uh, was it
Noah
today?
Rogers?
Yeah, the kid that was in the same class with
I
Bryson
know who you're talking about. Like, okay.
and went to NC
Um
State.
yeah, why would he go to NC State? I have no idea. That didn't make no sense. But let me say this real quick too, because this finna be the funniest thing in the world too. Um, do you know how many national championship game appearances the SEC has had compared to the Pac-12
How many?
in 3 years? The SEC had none. The Pac-12 actually has one more
Oh
than
my,
them in the last 3 years.
oh my god, I have to write that down just so I have something to giggle at on my phone.
I had to bring that up because I was stupid funny. I saw that. I literally have seen this. Like I just like guys. How about we get into the? Is there any more transporter news before we get into the SEC news? Because it's
like, I,
ridiculous, actually.
like I said, I think we got a shot at Seton. I don't know if we're done at spots like tight end. It depends on what happens there. I like what we got, and I like our young guys like Nate Roberts and stuff, but you never know what's going to happen there and stuff. There's still time for guys to enter and guys to come out, but like me and Vader are always watching it. We're keeping our eyes and ears and all our other appendages out on the pulses for you guys. So if I hear anything, you guys will know about it. Oh no, we lost TG.
Oh my god, I had seen something so funny because we talk about how trash the ACC is.
Yeah.
They have a winning record against the SEC
Yeah, I saw
in
that.
2 of the last 3 years. I was like, bro, yo, wait a minute, SEC. You lose to you have a losing record against the worst Power 4 conference there is. And on top of that, you have as many national title game appearances in these last 3 seasons as the Big 12. Now, how long do you think it'll be before the Big 12 gets you on this one?
that's I would love that. That would,
You
that
have
would,
no national title game appearances in these last 3 seasons. The Big 10 already has 3 with
what?
Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana. Indiana of all teams.
I mean, look at the way Alabama's melting down right now, and like their fan base is just going absolute bonkers. Shout out Kangaroo Black, I feel for you, buddy. Like
I really do fear for him. Hey, MSG. What up,
he,
buddy? Good to see you again.
he's a great guy and everything. I feel for him, but like that fan base is just having a full on epileptic fit or something, man. Like they're just going nuts.
I mean, dude, it's like, man, y'all have not been. I mean, here's my thing: you should never expect your team to be the Bama that you've seen under Nick Saban. That's never gonna happen again. But this is what's even funnier. Guess what the record is thus far for all conferences in the bowl game season.
What is it?
Bowl games. Guess the Big 10, the ACC, the Big 12, and the SEC. Who has the best and who has the worst?
Big Ten has the best, I'm guessing. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's right.
Them and the ACC. They're tied for the same record.
And I think SEC has the worst.
Oh, yes. 2-8.
Oh, that brings me so much joy.
I mean, here's what's funny. Hey, Cheryl, good you were able to come in on the last edition of the Buckeye Ladies. Good to see you. Here's the funny thing. Y'all been talking all this mess for years. Now that the playing field is even, we're starting to see what the SEC really is. Because there's a post. I forget by who. I want to shout these people out because I think it's College Football Only is the name of this Twitter page, and they basically have potential fraud by the SEC, which is true because you guys practically are frauds right now. You have the ACC who has a 9-4 record, the Big Ten who has a 9-4 record. You have the Big 12 who has a 4-4. They have a 500 record, and you have a 2-8 record. You have the worst record among the Power 4 teams. And realistically, here's the reality: their actual bowl game record is actually 4-10. The 2-8 is their record against Power 4 teams that ain't a part of the SEC. Because 2 of the losses and 2 of the wins they have in bowl season are against other SEC teams. You take those 2 away, they're technically 2-8 against Power 4 teams. So man, SEC, what explaining you got to do?
Yep. How the tables have turned.
Bro, it shows you just how bad, and it's like, oh my god, what in the world? And bruh, and you have you have 5 playoff bids, and you still never made that. You still didn't make it in the national title game. You still somehow found a way to have a losing record in bowl season. Like, man.
And to that point, I loved how Ross Gulett called out the bagman in his interview today that Podfather covered on his earlier show. If you guys haven't seen that, him and Chris and Nate covered that. That was so funny. I love how he actually used the words bagman. That was so funny. and referenced a McDonald's bag.
Oh my god, but it's even funnier because you know what Greg Sankey, I didn't see it earlier.
What did Sankey say? No, I didn't see it.
This idiot literally went out of his way saying, 5-1 enough. Us SEC deserves 7 teams, and I had to laugh at this bozo. I'm like, since when, buddy?
He got what?
Since when, buddy? You think you deserve 7 teams? 7?
All of your teams got laid out, and Vandy didn't even win their bowl. The bowl they got sent to after Pavia blowing all that smoke.
Yeah, Pavia needs to learn to shut his mouth, brother. You can't back up what you're talking. And all that crap you were talking about the Big Ten, y'all conference been getting a big. You know what's funny? And now, of course, the SEC shield media, such as ESPN and them, are going out of their way to try to prop up the freaking SEC, trying to say like about a 16 field being possible. And I'm like, really? And you know what's funny? CFB Kings, this Twitter, he actually made this funny. He says, why? Because the SEC can't compete in the 12-team era? They need those Vanderbilt and Texas bids too? Will that solve it?
Exactly.
Is that would that really? Like, no, like, brother, the only problem with this playoff is that the fact that the SEC got 5 teams in. That's the only issue. But then he follows this up with, the SEC gets absolutely pantsed in the postseason in front of the whole world, and the conversation is still where there's momentum to expand the CFP even more if Greg Sankey and the Big Ten agree to. Why is the 3rd and 4th best conferences controlling college football? AKA, why is the SEC still controlling it? Because even he knows like the Big Ten is the best conference right now. And
Yep.
as a matter of fact, I don't see them agreeing at all because let's be real, Greg Sankey has no power right now.
We are by far the deepest conference for sure. I don't know why they even want to argue that point. We are by far the deepest.
Oh no, that ain't even a question. As a matter of fact, think about it. And what up, Lee? Welcome. Yeah, we talked about Mount Graham leaving. I don't care really. He's a talented kid, but at the end of the day, he needs to grow up. But here's what's funny. You are talking about trying to get more of your teams in the playoffs. You do realize this gives you a bigger chance to get embarrassed by the middle pack of the Big Ten, right?
Yep.
The SEC, Expanding the playoffs is not going to help you because let's be real, your SEC teams get embarrassed by the middle tier of the Big Ten. The middle tier.
And I think Penn State's gonna really come out of the Campbell hire with something to prove here because I think he's a really good coach and he'll be a really good recruiter for them. And when Penn State's at their best is when they get those second tier Ohio State guys or the second tier um, Michigan guys and stuff. The guys that didn't get like the elite Big Ten offers, and they get the second tier guys, and they go to Penn State and they develop from there. And remember, Campbell's from Ohio, so he's got Ohio ties, and he's gonna want to exploit that and build on that. And I think he's a very good coach and a very good recruiter. I mean, it should tell you something when you leave a program and basically everyone in your program hits the portal and you don't even have enough at Iowa State to play in a bowl game because most of you guys hit the portal. Like
Yep.
I feel bad for those seniors that didn't get to play their final bowl game for ISU, but like that just tells you how highly that whole team thought of
Matt
Matt
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah, no doubt about it. What up, Bart man?
Hey, bud! He and I just became Facebook friends.
Hey, you guys can find me. Hey, Bart, you can find me on Facebook as Tiara GI Sports. That's my Facebook page right there.
Yeah, you and I just became Facebook friends today.
Yeah, so send me a friend request off that. I promise you, I will accept it. That is the truth. And not only that, Bart, but when the Spectrum podcast comes, you know to start making some merch for that
Yep.
podcast. You guys,
And
so once the Spectrum podcast comes, you got some merch to be making, buddy.
I love my Illuminati merch. My sister was wearing her hoodie today. I was like, thanks for the support, sis.
Mm-hmm. So trust me, you guys are gonna absolutely love. But trust me when I tell you guys this, it is the funniest thing in the freaking world. Thank you, Bart. It is the funniest thing in the world just looking at the SEC because even the people who've been the tippy top of the SEC sock sucking fan base has to like kind of realize like, okay, maybe our conference is not as good as we all thought it was.
Yep.
Some of them have, but you still got most of the SEC fan base kind of doubling down, and it's like, guys, your conference sucks.
And James Franklin out here being a portal mercenary too, getting Glunkenmeyer and his former quarterback Glunkenmeyer and Bo. I can never say his last name. Prabulia from.
Pure Beulah.
It's so hard to say that. I don't know why. Like I can't get my mouth to make that.
I
Name.
understand. Trust me, I get it.
But
I
like
get it.
he ended up with both those guys, so that should be an interesting quarterback battle for him. I love Grunkenmeyer. I loved him when he was coming out of high school here in Ohio. I thought he had tremendous upside, and I'm rooting for that kid. I root for all Ohio kids, unless they go to the team up north. Then I don't remember them.
Yeah.
They're wiped from my database. Like my mine's database can only handle so much, and once you go up there, you watch from the mainframe.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Is CJ Stroud's been in the NFL for only 3 years. This man already has like 3 straight playoff wins.
Yeah, I mean he's killing it, and the thing is, like, they don't even have like a full complement of players around him all the time. Like they're getting better and better and getting guys around him, but it's still not where like high end NFL teams usually are, and
Mm-hmm.
he's just making things happen. I'm so proud of him and anyone that
And Kay Stover and Tommy Tongi and our former other defensive back
Arnett and Togiai.
Arnett. Yeah, Arnett and Togi. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep thinking of David. I keep thinking of the Arnetti safety over at New Orleans, even though I don't think he's on that team anymore.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that's who I keep thinking about. But yeah, no, it's actually pretty amazing seeing what the four of them are doing on there. It absolutely is amazing. Oh
Yep.
my god, think about this: NFL playoff wins since 2023. Stroud 3, JJ McCarthy none, Jim Harbaugh none. It's truly amazing what happens when you cheat when you can't cheat. It's kind of funny. Michigan sucks. That's such a funny. That is the funniest thing. I love that because it's 100% true.
It's it's not easy leading defenses when you don't know what they're gonna do ahead of time, isn't there, JJ?
Right? It ain't no doubt about it in my mind. It's kind of like, brother, you pretty much found out what happened. It's like now, without the cheating scandal, the both of you absolutely suck.
And
Especially JJ McCarthy. Oh my God, he's been absolutely atrocious.
I wanted to cover some NFL decisions that got announced today that Max Clay is headed to the NFL. I'm kind of sad about that because I thought he could have really took the next step if he'd stayed another year, but I don't blame him for going. He's a very, very talented young man, and I'm excited to see what he can do. He's getting anywhere from low second round, third round grades to some people got him going fifth round. So you never know about any of that. I think he's more of a high, middle, third round guy. I
Uh
think
huh.
he's a, I think he's at least a top five tight end in the draft. And he's really improved his blocking ability. Now, I do think guys like Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon will probably go a little bit higher than him, but he's a very talented guy, and I love that he decided to come here to Ohio State and develop his skills and become a more well-rounded tight end. I did think he could use another year, and I would have loved to have him, but I wish him the best. And wherever he goes, they're getting a very, very talented young man.
Yep. And honestly, when you kind of, well, I mean, I'm excited too. By the way, we do have some transfer portal news about our former quarterback and Aaron Nolan. He just transferred to Memphis.
Huh? I thought he'd go to a higher level school than that, but maybe he just wants to see the field. And
Yep.
guys, guys, he really is a special talent. If he can put it all together, he's gonna be special wherever he goes. And maybe it's a CJ thing, but I love left-handed quarterbacks. I know it looks funny on tape and everything, but I just think it gives it gives like defenses something to think about when you focusing on the opposite throwing arm and stuff. And just, I love his running ability and his skill set. And I love talking to his dad when his dad was in Buckeye chats and following shows and stuff. He was great to talk to. He comes from a great family and he's a great kid. And I hope he does really well for Memphis and whatever he decides to do from there after wherever his career takes him. I always root for him because, like I said, his dad and him were nothing but nice to me when I talked to them and everything, and they're great people.
Oh, absolutely. And in all honesty, I can't wait to see how things are gonna go. By the way, Cortez Hankins has been doing a really good job thus far.
Yeah, people, receivers are raving about him, and I think he's really gonna emphasize rotation on the for all wide receivers. So that's gonna
Yep.
be
I'm really interested to see how he develops. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be my biggest thing is how he develops. And if not only can he develop, but he does rotation, because like I said, I have never had a problem with Braun Hartline. He is the greatest wide receiver coach in Ohio State history. But the one dilemma that we have with him is him not rotating the receivers enough.
That was my only nitpick, and
The only one.
it reared its head when we didn't have JJ and Carnell, because you could see that those guys behind him just weren't ready yet, and it came back and bit us on the butt at times. But I appreciate everything Heartline did for us, and I think Hankton was the right choice. He's young. He's got ties to very fertile recruiting areas, and I think he's gonna emphasize rotation for the wide receivers. I think we're gonna emphasize rotation for the entire roster. Period. Because I think we saw what happens when we don't this year. So I think it's going to be a point of emphasis, and I love it because I've always said that college football and football in general, you need to rotate. With it being such a physical game and the transfer portal being the way that it is and stuff, you need to get these guys real live game reps as often as possible. Because it really does make a difference between live game reps and practice. There's really no comparison.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I'm excited to see how things go from here. Um, I'm actually excited for our guys who are going to be going to the NFL draft. I know for a fact, like, we all know Carnell Tate and friggin' Caleb Downs are top 15 picks in the
Car-
NFL draft. They ain't no
Cornell
ifs or
Tate,
ands.
Cornell Tate is just gonna continue the legacy of first round wide receivers from Ohio State. I think he's gonna.
Same with J.J. Smith.
Yeah, I think Cornell's really gonna show out at the combine and stuff and his pro day and everything. And Caleb Downs is just, I can't stress enough how much I love Caleb Downs. I love his demeanor. He was such a great leader for us. Like, the way he would diagnose plays, I would love to just sit down with him and just watch film, because he 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 could teach classes on it. I've heard coaches and people rave about how quickly he can diagnose players, and I would just love to be able to sit down and watch film with him, because I think it'd be so fun to pick his brain, because he's just so intelligent, and you can see it on the field. It's like having another coach out there, and I think the NFL is going to love him.
Yep. Oh, bro, the U.S. president just made fun of Michigan for overpaying Bryce Underwood. That is just hilarious.
Oh my!
I just saw the post. I'm scrolling, looking through stuff for more news, and I saw that. I had to say, oh, bro.
I won't say what I want to say because I'm not gonna get political, but like, that's hilarious to me.
Oh my freaking god, dude, this is too funny. I had listened to what he said. He says, "But let me just read this one quote from him. It's this one little quote that Intrinsic I put out there. He says the quote that he does have is from not the full thing, but part of it, which is you can't pay $14 million to a quarterback to come out of high school and they don't know if he's going to be a very good player, which he ain't lying about that. But he actually did say more and absolutely roasted Michigan. It was kind of funny.
They are getting some talented guys out of the portal, though, but it's not like talent that, not all of it's talent that's going to be able to help right away, and that's what they need. They need guys that are going to be able to help right away, and they're just not getting it. Now, I do think Whittingham was the answer they needed just to be a stable voice for the program, but for the president of the United States to make fun of your quarterback, that's hilarious to me.
That is super. That is the most hilarious thing in the world. I saw that and I died laughing. That was just stupid. That
But that,
was
that
just crazy.
I mean, and he's still young and stuff, but still gotta learn not to run his mouth. He's said some things, and it's I'm not surprised that Haynes left. To be honest,
Oh heck yeah.
that I think there was some personality clash there. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I just seen a recent post about our commit Chris Henry Jr. doing some stuff on the basketball court. Yeah, she dunked on the fool.
He is a tremendous athlete. I've seen videos of him dunking. I've seen videos of him doing all kinds of crazy stuff, doing backflips at a pool. Like he's just the definition of high level athlete. And I loved his dad. Grew up Bengals fan, long suffering Bengals fan. Don't hold that against me. I can't help it. I was born that way, y'all. But um, yeah, I was such a huge fan of his dad, and he reminds me of so much of his father, only more polished. And I'm just so excited to have him as a Buckeye. That means so much to me as both a Bengals and a Buckeyes fan to see Chris Henry put on the Buckeyes jersey and be balling out for us in future. I
Oh
think
yeah, I'm excited. Especially seeing him dunk on somebody. That was kind of funny.
in Taco Hut, that's funny. Max declared. He over here with dad jokes.
I swear, that's too
I
funny.
love you guys, man. You
I
better not.
hope he goes. I hope they pay 30 million more for Bryce.
They probably would. I'm actually surprised that LSU didn't make a play for him, because I thought they would.
I think they will, to be honest. Honestly, I think they should. I think a lot of teams should because the kid got promised. He was just in a bad situation.
Yeah,
And
but
again, and if you think about it, though, it's like, brother, you took the money, so you probably shouldn't have done that.
they ended up getting Sam Levitt.
I think they could still get Bryce because Sam Levitt ain't gonna be here forever. He gonna go to the NFL at some point. Like for Bryce, I transfer to the portal, go to LSU, sit behind Sam Levitt, redshirt for a year, learn, and then come back on the field, and have an extra 4 years left. Because it's like, why would you waste basically whatever you do?
I
And Eric, I think he will. I mean, let's be real. Brandon Ennis has been open a couple of times this year, and Julian never seen him, so he's going to have to start
Yeah,
seeing him more.
I actually felt really bad for Ennis at times, because there were times where he's out there in the middle of the field waving his arms like begging Satan to look his way, and he just doesn't do it. I'm like, I think Satan's gonna, with a year of experience and the offseason and everything, he's gonna work on some things. I think his field vision is gonna improve, and he's gonna target more guys. And I think not having Claire back might lead to more touches for guys like Ennis and things. And I think we need to utilize Brandon Ennis in different ways too, because he has enough athleticism and speed to be a factor in at different spots on the field too. And I also want to see um Legend Bay A and Turbo Rogers maybe get some chances at wide receiver if we don't bring in another high end guy from the portal. I really think that they could be an answer there, because if you go back and you look at Turbo Rogers' high school film, most of his time was actually played at wide receiver, not running back. So he has that skill set. So if you have it on your roster and you need another guy, look his way because he is an absolute genius with the ball in his hands in space. Like, utilize him. He's uber talented.
Oh yeah, and guys, by the way, I do want to talk about this too because we talked about losing Fahim Deland, who I think would have been a star for sure, but we still do have Deshaun Stewart, who I think is a dude.
Yeah, he is a long, lanky safety, 6'2", Buggin Catholic, I believe. So he's got the jersey in him, and you know those Jersey boys are nasty.
That's what I love about it. As a matter of fact, let me tell you guys our so far our roster for the secondary for the 2026-2027 season, which would be starting off with the safety room: Jalen McClain, Terry Moore, Lee Royker, Earl Little Jr., Deshaun Stewart, Cody Hadd, Blaine Bradford, Simeon Cardwell, Cameron Bing, and Caden Gerhardt.
Gephardt.
Gebhardt, thank you. And then corners, you have Jermaine Matthews, Devin Sanchez, Miles Lockhart, who I'm surprised is actually still here. Jordan Woods, I'm surprised he's still here too. Jay Simmons and Jordan Thompson. Some of these guys, like, I'd be surprised some of them are still here.
Jordan Woods is huge. I think he could be a really versatile guy for us. He's huge.
I think he's definitely a guy who should be versatile. Because now that we thought about it too, is Lorenzo's gone, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's heading to the NFL. Okay.
Yep.
So who will be with Bryce West? And this is kind of why it's surprising me that Aaron Scott and Bryce West left, because I think had the two of them stayed, they would have been starters. Like Aaron Scott would have been the outside corner. Friggin' Bryce West would have been the Bryce West, in my opinion, obviously would have been the slot guy.
He could have been the nickel, yeah.
Yeah, he would have been the nickel. So that's why it surprises me that they left. So now that we know with those two gone, we're gonna have Devin Sanchez, I know, be the corner opposite of Jermaine. Who's gonna be the slot?
I think it's gonna be Earl Little Jr. backed up by Lockhart and Leroy, maybe.
Yeah, because I figured that I was like, okay, because I was thinking if you were just gonna do strictly corners, it would have been just Lockhart at that point. But I would say from the safety and everything, like I would go with Little Earl, then Miles Lockhart. I would allow Jordan. You see, here's my what Jordan was so good about this guy from the stuff I had seen of him during his high school years. He could play slot and he could play out wide, and I would love for him to be able to like do both.
Yeah, but I don't know if someone you want someone that big playing nickel though.
No, I know what you mean, but I'm saying like he had the ability to play it, which was actually kind of something. And I was like, ooh, I wonder could he play it at the college level, but I don't know if he could. So it's like, but I would love to see him be the backup to Jermaine, and I think Jay Timmons would be the backup to Devin.
Jay Timmons is gonna push for playing time. That dude's an animal. He could have been a D1 wide receiver if he wanted to too. Like, he's legit could have been a two-way threat. Like, the guy has NFL bloodlines. He's a dog, and he's uber talented. Like, he was such a great get, and I don't care if he's only 5'11". He plays so much bigger than that. I'm so high on Jay Timmons. He is going to push for time. He's going to push Sanchez for time. I can almost guarantee it. He's that competitive.
Oh, I know for a fact he is. There's no if or ands or buts about it. He's gonna be pushing for playing time. I like this kid, to be honest. I said it too. Like, I be forgetting. Like, we be having such a deep set of how many players we have at Ohio State that I tend to forget who is a part of who's part of the secondary. That'd be the funniest thing to me. And when I seen this, it was like, wow. I forgot we still do have Jay Timmons, and that kid is a beast.
Don't sleep on Leroy Roku or Cody Haddad either, because I think they were underrated guys coming out of high school, and Roku really
Oh, they
flashed.
were. They were.
Hold on a second.
No problem.
I had to take my meds.
Oh, you're good. It happens. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I go and look at Ohio State and what we're doing across, and how impressed are you with Ohio State basketball, by the way?
I mean, you know, look, I knew Diebler has it in him to get it together and stuff. I've always had faith in Diebler and everything. I just get frustrated because I know we got the personnel to do better than what we do, and we just kind of shoot ourselves in the foot at times, and it gets frustrating. Because I truly think we have the talent and the know-how. We just can't put it all together at times. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like he's done good thus far. Like I'm glad to see improvement, but can he hasn't gone anywhere yet, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, I really want to see him succeed. Obviously, he's a former Buckeye, and I was a huge fan of him as a player. He was famous for hitting the corner threes and everything. I was such a big Diebler fan. Well, obviously, I want him to succeed, but like
Hmm.
there are there are times where it's like, dude, I know you know what you're doing. Why can't it translate to coaching these guys on what to
No,
do?
I do think it. I actually do think he's coaching these guys. It's just that sometimes these guys tend to just make mistakes, which I don't know why. But at least we have seen them win games. Like they actually started off better and they're playing better than what they did last year. Like you're starting to see it. Dallin Hayden actually went to Memphis. I'm laughing almost.
Wow.
Okay. Bro, this guy has fallen so far from grace. It's like if you had stayed, you probably not only would you have been the third best running back on the team, but you would have got a lot of playing time.
I think a lot of these kids are realizing that, you know, the grass isn't always greener.
On the other side, it ain't always greener.
Amari Arbor said it too. Like, he said he never should have transferred from Ohio State. Like, he had people in his inner circle, in his ear, talking at him, trying to. And he listened and he said he never should have done it. Because
I think a
he,
lot of these kids are gonna like that are hitting the portal now are gonna end up saying the same thing later. Like, man, I probably should have transferred because
I
had
mean,
I stayed,
think about it. As many kids that are in the portal, there's no way they're all going to find homes. Like,
no.
and it's, then, like, it's either crawl back to your former team and hope they welcome you back or you're done. Like, I feel bad for these kids. They get bad advice from adults around them and it ruins it for them.
Oh yeah, that's what hurts them. And Troy, I know. Congrats to your Bears for winning their playoff game.
Yeah, never thought I'd hear that.
Although I'm not going to give you quarterback any credit, it was mostly the team. But I'm just
Yeah,
going to keep it there. But he ain't wrong too. The grass on the other side, it ain't green. It's brown. It's weird, dried up, dirty ground.
it's covered in dog poop.
Yeah, it is. It was really just dried and dull at that point. Like when you see dry grass, that's what it looks like. Except it looks like straight up dog poop. It do. That's what it's like on the other side most of the time. Like when you go to the other side, you better hope the other side is every bit as green, if not greener, than the other side. That's what you better hope. And most of the time, it's not. So these
And
kids gonna learn that.
and Dallin Hayden, he had such he had such a promising future here. I still hope that he's able to salvage his career and stuff because he was one of those guys that was fun to listen to in interviews and stuff. He had such a great personality and stuff, and I really hope he gets it together because I'll always be a Dallin Hayden fan because he him and his dad both were great to listen to and get to know a little bit. So that was always fun.
Yeah, so I do hope better for the kid. I think there's a part of him that does regret leaving like the others because it's like, man, if
Yeah.
I had stayed, I probably would have been better off. But you know, hey, we got Bo Jackson, we got Isaiah West. I think we'll be doing fine. Is Turbo Rogers still on the roster? Or did he leave too?
Yeah, I said he could be a receiving threat to us. I said that he spent most of his high school tape at wide receiver. I said if we didn't find a top end wide receiver in the portal, we could utilize him.
I think that would be the smart move. Or basically, he's kind of like, if you guys watch my NFL reaction to the Rams Panthers game, I said it when I mentioned it about like Ryan Day's offense. I'm like being more creative, like Sean McVay, like Kyle Shanahan, like his mentor Chip Kelly, where Sean McVay had Puka Nacua in the backfield.
I love that name. It's so much fun to say.
Yeah, it is. It's fun, but he had Puka Nacua in the backfield with some other, and obviously you had others out and about. And what's funny is I said, when Legend Bane comes and we have Turbo Rogers too, do that with them.
Yeah, exactly. We need to get more creative. Bring the juice back to this program. That's what I think we were missing this year. We got so bogged down on everything and slowed down. We need to bring the juice back. Juice it back up.
Like I said, bring in an offensive coordinator that knows how to call plays, which is why I would bring in Mike McDaniels. Like I get his stint with the Miami Dolphins. Actually, it was going good. The problem was like Tua kept getting hurt.
Yeah, Tua is just injury prone at this point. I feel really bad for him.
I feel really bad for him too. But I'm like, when I go back and look at the Dolphins tenure, I'm like, what's funny? The Miami Dolphins actually had chances to compete. They were really legitimately national title contenders before their defense took a crappy hit.
Yeah.
And because before the defense took a crappy hit, they actually had a really good defense, and the team was actually a contender. But because Tua kept getting hurt, they never had like a backup plan at quarterback. So it was like,
Do you think we see more different fronts next season than we did defensive fronts next season than we did this year with the additions from the portal and everything?
I think we see some difference.
Because I know that occasionally at Alabama they were running uh, 3-3-5 and 3-4 and other things there. So I'm wondering if
I
now,
mean, let's be real. Matt Patricia is going to do whatever
I
is
know he
best
does.
for his best players.
I know
I
he
think we're
does.
going to see a lot of changes up front with the D line. I think we're going to see some changes with the defense because of the talent. Because the one thing I love about Matt Patricia, he is a coach who bases his entire playbook on the personnel that he has, and that's what I loved about him when he first got here, which is why I was so confident in our defense. I'm still confident our defense will be good next year. They will not. I do not believe that next year's defense. I don't know if this year's 2026 defense will be as good as 2025 because 2025 was just historically elite. And the fact we didn't win a national title with this defense is such a travesty. But I'm not gonna put it up there with saying like 2026 is gonna be like I think they'll be like somewhere around 2023 defense. That's what I believe.
And shout out Caden Curry. I don't know where you're gonna go in the draft, dude, but if you're drafting on heart, Caden Curry would be the number one pick because he is that sort of kid. He's a leader. He's brings determination and competitive fire every day. I'm going to miss him so much.
If you ask me, I think he's like he's somewhere between a day 1 to a day 3 pick, in my opinion. Like this is a guy who should be getting picked in the 2nd or 3rd round because this guy, like, he got the talent and he got the heart and he's got the ambition and the motor. Because here's the funny thing: you could have all the talent in the world that you want, but if you ain't got the heart, it doesn't matter. But when you're someone like Caden Curry, who got all the talent and you got the heart and the leadership, it works for me.
The only knock on him is he's undersized, and that's the only thing that's going to hurt him, I think.
It could be the only thing that hurts him is just a little bit. But, hey, the guy showed you that let's be real, I watched this guy against 300, 400-pound deep offensive line, and that dude was not getting pushed around like crazy. Like, the only time that started was in the Miami game because him and the defensive line started getting winded.
Yeah, he was making guys twice his size look ridiculous. Like he,
Just like Austin Sarabelle. That's the one thing about him and Austin. Is like you guys are smaller than the majority of these offensive linemen, and you pushing them around like they ain't nothing. That's what's so terrifying.
yeah, Austin really balled out for us this year. He looks like a 30, 35-year-old man, but like dude can ball.
I mean, dude, even in the run game, like you haven't playing at edge against a 300, 400 pound offensive lineman, and Arvell's like what 230. Like he like
Yeah,
230, 235. And this guy is hanging in there with these. He is blowing these guys back. He's getting past them, but also in the run game, he is holding his ground against them. He is
and
even he's doing all that, and he undersized against those dudes. Like
and he got
man,
and he got better as the season progressed too. Was the thing he didn't. A lot of guys when they start going into longer into the season, they kind of plateau a little bit. He didn't. He got better as the season progressed.
that's the best part about him, and that's why I'm excited for all our guys. K McDonald, I think that guy should be a first round pick like Tyreek was, because that dude is a monster. I'm sorry, this dude is a monster.
I think he's going to blow people away at uh, the combine and stuff because yeah, he's big, but and he's not as tall as your traditional um, D tackle, but like he's got elite athleticism. Normal people his size don't move like that.
Yeah, no. Hey, would you love it if both him and Caden Curry went to the Cincinnati Bengals?
I would cry tears of joy.
Because that's what Eric said it. Caden Curry to the second round in Cincinnati in the second round. I'm like, I know y'all would be crying and happy if y'all got that.
From your keyboard and your lips to God's ears, Father, because I can't take it anymore.
I know for a fact. Here's what I do know, because I know for a fact Brown fans are happy that the Browns are finally starting to take Buckeye players for once. Like they're
Yes,
actually really doing that, and they see how much better their team has gotten. They still got to get better. They still got some things they need to fix.
yes,
But hey, you got better with the Buckeye players on your team. Now, if you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, you're begging them to do what the Browns did, which is please
yes.
draft Ohio State players.
And she's not exaggerating. We're literally begging. I am literally on here begging. Please draft Ohio State players.
Seriously, for the Bengals, it's kind of funny because it's the same thing I said with the Browns and the Bengals for years. I'm like, you guys got like every NFL team looks at both these teams. We're looking at both these teams pretty stupidly. Like, y'all got a whole NFL factory back here, and yet y'all don't draft none of them.
Even Mike Tomlin pointed it out on national TV.
The Arizona Cardinals themselves pointed it out, and their fan base. They've been begging the Arizona Cardinals for years to draft Ohio State players. They finally doing that. And look, on defense, you got Denzel Burke, Cody Simon, and them doing their job. They've been great for them. And you got freaking wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr., who's been doing excellent for them in spite of Kyler Murray. And how bad this offense has been, in all fairness. Like, this dude's had a good career.
Kyler Murray ain't it. He needs to be.
Would you love to have Justin Fields with Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Yes, that would be amazing.
You know what I would love? I would love to have Marvin, Justin, Carnell all on the same team.
And Ruckert at tight end.
Oh yeah, like I think it along, and think about it too. Like for the Cardinals, if you had him, you had Ruckert with McBride. I promise you, you would have a great tight end room right there, because now you ain't got to rely on McBride as much. You got a great tight end. First of all, you got two really good tight ends. McBride is clearly one of the best tight ends in all the NFL. There ain't no arguing about that. But you actually get to have a second tight end that you can go to.
Yep.
And think about it. You have Buckeye players. And look, here's the other thing, too. Chris Olave deal going to be coming up pretty soon. So if you're the Cardinals, you want to take a chance on that?
I hope Chris Olave can stay healthy. I really wish.
Look, it's not his fault. Let's be real. His quarterbacks be throwing him in situations where he getting.
I know they hang him out to dry so much, and he always performs for them, and he's getting beat up. And
Oh yeah, and he had a great season this year too. Got to give him that.
I really worry about his career longevity though, because he's took some really bad hits and he's already had a history of injuries and
He's got 4
concussions.
concussions in the NFL already. He only had
Right.
one at Ohio State. Only one. Only one. He's had 4 in the NFL, and that's because his freaking tight end, his freaking quarterback kept throwing him into into just kill zone situations. I'm sorry, but I was so mad about that. I was like, could y'all quit throwing him in those situations for God's sakes? Like, my God, people, he's not that. Like, you're throwing him where he's getting hurt. Like, please stop throwing him hospital balls. But this is why I would love the fact, because that would be my dream right there. You have Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Olave, and Carnell Tate with Jeremy Ruckert, Teddy McBride, Justin Fields
Any
on the
any
Arizona Cardinals. Trust me, Cardinals fans be going stupid because, first of all, you get a full set of Ohio State wide receivers on your team. You be thanking
any
the Lord for that. You get Justin Fields, who is a bigger, stronger version of a running quarterback who can throw the ball. He just never had the opportunity to get it done. Then you also have a great running back room where you can use Justin's dual threat abilities and have that elite running back room with James Cook and all them dudes. And you have elite tight ends. You got a good tight end room. You got one of the best tight ends in the country. And you have a backup in Jeremy Ruckert who would be so fruitful. And you got Paris on that team. And you got Josh Fryer who's still there. You got a
if
couple of Buckeyes on that team. It's like, man, if I was the Arizona Cardinals, I'm going full on Buckeye. I don't care. I'm gonna do exactly what the New York Knicks did with the what calling themselves the Nova Knicks. I'm gonna call myself the Arizona Buckeyes or the
if
Ohio State Cardinals. I don't care which one.
if they do that, I will officially convert my NFL fandom.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I've been trying to tell the Jets that for the longest too. I was like, for any team, realistically, if you're in the NFL, why not just draft Buckeye, Crimson, Alabama, and Georgia players? Now I know right now, like with the Alabama players, you're going to be kind of tipsy on them because it's like it ain't the same as Nick Saban. But it's like you still draft the best players from the best schools, and
Did
guess what? It'd be so easier.
did Ty Simpson find a new home yet?
Not that I know of.
I can't
We
remember.
could check later, but it's like I don't.
Well,
I could actually
did
see
you see? Did you see Podfather's comment?
that I would dunk on Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I could dunk on Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, that's true. I just now I see it. Yeah, yeah. He said I can dunk on Kyler Murray and you can too. That should tell you something right there, buddy. Because that's how small he is.
Yep. He's if he's 5'10".
Oh, apparently Ty Simpson declared for the NFL draft.
Oh, I thought he portaled.
Nah, he declared for the NFL draft.
Wow. Well, I mean, wow.
I mean, hey, you had yourself a really good season, so why not take advantage of it?
I know, but he kind of fizzled out there, and I think that's gonna hurt him.
I mean, he mostly fizzled out against who? Indiana. So it's like,
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, that could hurt you, but it's like at the same time, it's like Indiana is a really good football team. So,
but he's got nice.
and he has performed. And the one thing people probably will bring up is how he performed against ranked teams all season and how he did against Oklahoma, leading back that freaking comeback. Even though Oklahoma really just handed it to you, but that's what everybody gonna start using.
And he does have nice measurables and a good, decent arm. I mean, he needs to work on his touch passes, but he's got tools to work with there.
You do. Hey, Jennifer says I cheered when my Brownies took Quinshawn. You should.
And I wept because I knew my Bengals couldn't get him.
Yeah, I know for Mecah, for Eric, it's like it's such a pain. Like you get to watch the Browns take Buckeye players, but the Bengals have yet to do that. It's like when they gonna learn, who knows? I mean, they've done it a couple times. Like they've taken Eli Apple. They got Sam. What was our D lineman who retired?
Hubbard.
They got Sam Hubbard. Like at least you got to manage to get those Buckeye players, but you're like, do what the Browns are doing and take more. On the offensive line and on the D line and in your secondary, because like, bro, your Michigan players in the secondary freaking suck.
I was such a Hubbard fangirl. I'm not gonna lie. I still have a Sam Hubbard jersey. I love Sam Hubbard. Like I love it when my Buckeyes become Bengals because that just it makes my heart happy.
Oh, it should. Hopefully, your Bengals can take from the Browns and just draft more of them.
Yeah, stop drafting guys like Dax Hill, please. Can we stop? Are we done? Are we done with that? I could play safety better than Dax Hill.
or the corner they took from Michigan as well, who
Yeah, that.
absolutely sucks too. Like that dude's terrible.
Yeah, and DJ Turner.
But it does. I mean, these are the same guys from the cheating scandal. So it's like, yeah,
Yep.
they look good to the Bengals until you see them on the football field, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, we got DJ Turner, Dax Hill, Chris Jenkins. None of those guys worked out for us. It's hard to look out when you don't know what the other team is doing, ain't it?
Yep, it really is. Hey, Mika, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I'm good unless you can think of something else.
No, I got nothing else. Oh well, actually, Andre did just give us a question here. TG, what do you think about Trevion Henderson playing for a Super Bowl with the New England Patriots? I would love that.
That would be amazing.
Him or CJ, because I don't care which one. I'm like, I want our Buckeyes, but I really do want it to be CJ just so we can have a Buckeye quarterback who won the Super Bowl, and we ain't got to hear Michigan fans keep bringing up about Tom Brady, even though they really shouldn't be talking. Oh, and Chad Henne, because Chad Henne although he did it with the Chiefs twice, still. It's like, I don't want to keep hearing about it. But I would love that. I would love to have Trevion go to playing for a Super Bowl. That would be awesome. Him and Tahir Mumford and Mike Vrabel, 3 former Buckeyes playing for a Super Bowl, and one of them's a coach, 2 of them are players, one is a running back and runs an all lineman. That would be the best thing in the world.
Can we all agree that Tahir Mumford was possibly the most underrated guy in his recruiting class now?
Oh, by far, that ain't even close.
Like I said for years, as soon as we got him, so many Buckeye fans were so down on him when we signed him, and I said he's going
and he turned out great.
Be an elite contributor for us, and he was, and he's balling out in the NFL, and I'm so proud of him. He's such a great player.
Yeah, Jenny said when the Browns took Mason Graham, she had mixed feelings. Well, hey, the one thing you can say is Mason Graham, like Adrian Hutchinson, is the only Michigan player you can say that's actually doing good for your team.
Yeah,
the only one.
He is the only one.
Him and Hutchinson, the only 2.
Hutchinson is good, but he's struggled with concussions and injuries too. So I don't know.
True.
I don't know how much longer he's got in him either.
Yeah, guys, I will talk more about the NFL stuff on the Spectrum podcast when that comes. So as soon as it comes out, subscribe. We will put the link in the chat. Trust me. On tomorrow's pretty much roundtable show, I know for a fact that will be happening. So
yeah, Podfather, if you need a guest on that, let me know and TG know because I'm willing to chip in.
Oh, absolutely. As Eric said, we're going to go off and go to sleep. So we're going to pretty much head off because we have nothing else to discuss, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in to the last show of the Buckeye Ladies. We enjoy doing this together, and we're going to and look, you guys will see us come on each other's shows and have fun like the original Buckeye Ladies do. But you guys are absolutely the best fan base we've had. When our channels come up, like I said, you guys have already started subscribing to Mika's channel. Continue to get her channel subscribing. When the Spectrum podcast comes out, subscribe, guys. You guys are not going to want to miss it. You guys are going to want to hear everything about it because, again, you guys are going to enjoy having 2 ladies talk about sports. Trust me. It is going to be absolutely awesome to see both of our channels. And continue to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so you never, ever miss episodes of the Illuminati, the Spectrum, or the OHL podcast segments whatsoever. And you guys will pretty much continue. And if you guys want to, continue to help us by getting our merchandise as well.
Yep, the merchandise is still available. That's always a great way to support us. Come join me over there on the Illuminati podcast, and thank you to those who have subscribed already. I hope it continues to grow, and I get more opportunities to share my passion for Buckeye football with you guys. Like TG said, we think you're the greatest fan base in the world. Thank you to Podfather and Ohio Podcast family for giving us this opportunity to spread our wings and grow and still have the opportunity to work with you guys and contribute on the Ohio podcast and be a part of the team. I've learned so much from you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for both me and TG. I've grown so much in this time frame doing this with you guys, and I can't put into words how much I appreciate everything you guys have done and how much I love every single member of this team. And I hope to continue to work with all you guys in the future and build the Ohio podcast channel into a major player in Buckeye media for years to come. And again, thank you guys for all the likes, the positive comments, and going over and supporting my channel, the Illuminati first YouTube episode dropped today. Please go over there, leave a comment, feedback. It's much appreciated. I want to be able to, once I get big enough, bring fans on so they can share with me their passion and their stories and contribute to nutty fan theories
Mhm.
and crazy Buckeye conspiracy theories, and it's just gonna be a fun channel, and I'm looking forward to growing it with you all because it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but remember, guys, it's still gonna be family friendly since it's on YouTube. So please keep it family friendly.
Yeah,
Please keep it. Please, guys. If you do get fans on there, please keep it family friendly, please, because it's probably gonna work out better for us if it is. So, but again, thank you guys for tuning in. Look out for the Spectrum podcast merch when that drops. But also, if you guys also want to go to our Patreon channel so you guys can invest and see all of our stuff. Because like we said, we're going to have a bunch of new shows. The Buckeye Lounge will be over there. The Nut House will be a new show that we will be starting soon.
yeah.
And the Asylum. Yep. And then the Asylum segment as well. Like we told you guys, the post podcast shows after the roundtable shows on the OHL podcast. You guys are going to want to go on there and go crazy. You are allowed. There is no family friendly. You get to go on there and just let it loose however you want.
Yep, it's gonna be fun, guys. You're gonna see Crazy Mecah. Crazy
And
Mecah.
you're gonna see Crazy TG.
This is not Crazy TG.
No, not even
Oh
close. Not even
man.
close. Not even close. I promise you guys, when you see Crazy TG, and friends of mine will tell you when you see Crazy TG, you're gonna really wish you never met me.
Okay.
Like, y'all think this is Crazy TG? Not Crazy TG, even worse than that.
I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared.
Oh yeah, you guys are really, like I said, you guys look. I promised my grandmother that I would try to keep my cursing in check, but there gonna be times I'm finna let it slip. So y'all finna understand. Like when I'm actually allowed to do it, and like I said, I will ask God to forgive me after the fact, but I'm gonna let it loose and I'm gonna go freaking stupid.
In other words, do not let your children watch the asylum segments.
You can watch. Look, I'm gonna tell you this: when I'm in that mood, yeah, don't let them watch. If I'm in that mood, now if I'm not in that mood, y'all can let them watch. But if I am, don't. Just don't. Just don't.
There are gonna be lots of corrupted children in the future.
And that won't be because, like I said, I'll keep myself under control for the most part. But like I said, when I'm really in that mood, y'all really finna see Crazy TG. But good night, you guys. Thank you for the final Buckeye Lady show. We're gonna end it like we always do. OH.
I-O.
Go Bucks.
And scum still sucks.
Scum still sucks. Not everybody. Peace.